Many of you may remember a while back when Julian Newman was the hottest sensation in the basketball scene. So if you don't know who Julian Newman is, you can clearly see he was mostly known for his flashy handles and very short stature. From what I remember back in high school, he was on every mixtape, every compilation of hoops. He was on it back when Ball His Life was popping. The basketball scene was going crazy. Unfortunately, Julian Newman's story is also why I really don't watch high school mixtapes and compilations anymore, to be honest with you. And that leaves me looking back and thinking about what actually happened to Julian Newman. So we got a video here by Hoop Dungeon. Shout out to you, bro. I'll leave a link in the description. You check out the original video, show him some love. Really, three things that I'm curious about when it comes to Julian Newman. One of the things I'm wondering is what caused him to not live up to all the hype, because he was the hottest thing popping. Like, I thought he was going to at least play college ball, maybe go pro. So that leads me to the other thing that I'm wondering: why didn't he go pro or play in college? And then honestly, I'm wondering what he's up to nowadays. So let's get into this video and we're gonna see what really happened to Julian Newman.
Orlando's 11-year-old Julian Newman has found out firsthand the power of the internet.
Julian Newman, they are taking the internet by storm with their incredible dribbling skills. 17-year-old Julian, he's been playing varsity basketball since the fifth grade. Unbelievable.
See, now that's crazy. I think that's what the biggest hype was. Like, yo, this small little tiny 4 foot whatever kid is a senior in high school. He's been playing varsity since the 5th grade. I think he held records. I'm pretty certain he has like the most points, or like top 3 in points of high school ever, right? Like, he's supposed to be the next hottest thing in the league, also a Nate Robinson type deal. But I don't think he was as athletic as those small guards who play in the league, you know? If I was to guess what happened to Julian Newman, I think he's just too small, not athletic enough, maybe bad attitude, maybe cocky. I don't know, we'll see. But if I was to guess, that's what I would say.
Is already thinking college ball. He said he wants to play for John Calipari and the defending champion Kentucky Wildcats, and wants to be like the Clippers' Chris Paul one day.
Basketball means a lot to me, because I want to one day see the NBA and hope I accomplish that goal.
Remember around a decade ago, those viral videos on the internet we saw of this little kid putting on a show with the basketball? Julian Newman was thrusted to the top of the basketball world and was projected to be the next big thing in the NBA when he was just 11 years old.
Bro, man was playing varsity basketball at like, and he was a little kid. And he was not just playing on the bench, on the roster, he was actually starting and like coming in and dropping buckets. Damn, bro, what happened?
But fast forward more than 10 years later, it all seems to have gone down the drain, as Julian Newman hasn't even made it to the NBA. In fact, he hasn't come close.
Yo, low-key, not no shade, but like, we said he had flashy handles, but he wasn't really going nowhere, bro. If I learned anything from playing in Europe, efficiency is so key. Like, all that flashy shit and dribbling in one place, you ain't going nowhere when they run the 2-3 zone on you, bro. I know for sure in college they play zone defense heavy. Maybe he's too small, not athletic, didn't get no, you know what I'm saying, no
But
looks,
what exactly
no college
happened?
offers.
How did he go from the most talked about to almost forgotten? Well, the answer to that question may just shock you. Why was Julian Newman an internet celebrity as a kid anyway? See, to understand how he got there, we have to understand how it all started. At the tender age of just 3, Julian Newman was already getting familiar with the game of basketball. He grew up in a basketball-loving family, as his father also played, although he didn't go pro in the NBA. Under the intense training of his father, James...
Having your dad make up some random bullshit drills, bro, and he ain't even playing the league, bro. What the hell was this? Bro, is that a jump rope around his waist, bro? You ain't gonna get him the vest or nothing? Nah, bro, you wildin'. I feel like his dad the type to be at the games bugging out and shit. Like, yeah, put my son in.
Although he didn't go pro in the NBA. Under the
Shout out to
intense
Dad.
training of his father, Jamie, Newman's dedication became evident as he routinely shot 100 free throws, 200 floaters, and 200 jump shots daily. You've gotta teach him young, right? The spotlight found him in 2012 for his viral highlight videos on YouTube as a 5th grader, when he played varsity basketball for Downey Christian
My
School.
God.
His extraordinary
How small
skills
he
sparked
is.
both admiration and criticism, creating a polarized view of his potential. Some touted him as a child
He looks so
prodigy
old,
and a
doesn't he?
very good prospect,
floater.
and others, well, criticized the way he was marketed at a very young
Bite-sized
age.
basketball,
After
bro.
initially attending
Bite-sized basketball is crazy. Like, yo, y'all mad disrespectful for that. Oh man, yeah, that's probably the biggest battle he's probably had in life as a hooper.
public schools, Newman transferred to Downey Christian School, a small private school in Orlando, Florida, after his father began coaching basketball and teaching history at the school. In his early years, Newman's success was undeniable. As an 11-year-old, 4'5" point guard, he led Downey Christian to a 21-6 record, averaging 12.4 points, 11 assists, and 4.3 steals per game through his first 3 starts, earning attention from major media outlets.
Nah, I remember everyone talking about him. Just look how small he is compared to his teammates, bro. That was like the phenom about him back then.
As a 5th grader, he initially began playing basketball for the middle school team, but after seeing immediate success, scoring as many as 91 points in a game, he was
Bro,
promoted
91 points in a game at 4'5". Yo, y'all letting this little dude cook y'all.
1 points in a game. He was promoted to the varsity team. Yeah, 91 points. Entering middle school, Newman's stats continued to dazzle. Averaging 17 points per game in 6th grade, a highlight video of Newman posted to YouTube by recruiting website Scouts Focus.
Yo, Loki, I wonder if all those scouts and shit thought he was gonna grow. I bet all these scouts and everybody who's hyping this man up was like, oh yeah, he going crazy at 4'5". Yo, wait till he becomes 6'2". Wait till he hits his growth spurt, bro. Alright, no shade. No shade, bro. I love you. Shout Julian Newman.
He soon began making national headlines, including in Sports Illustrated and the New York Times, for being a 5th grader playing varsity basketball.
wild.
He even made television appearances on popular shows like Steve Harvey, The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Yo, it's true that Ellen's a little, you know what I'm saying, hard to work with. I read that somewhere that Ellen is some bad words. Let me know down below if that's
Morning
true.
America and other programs. He was also invited to perform at halftime during an Orlando Magic NBA game. The hype reached new heights as he scored 52 points in a headline-grabbing matchup with top recruit Kyrie Walker. His highlight video
points.
from the game received over 13 million views on YouTube. He was dubbed the best 6th grade basketball player you've ever seen.
And what's crazy is that Julian Newman probably can go down as being like, or saying that he was like one of the best high school basketball players ever. And what's crazy is he was only like 4'5". Like I think he has he's like up there in points all time for varsity basketball, just because of how long he played. But that's still a feat. Like, bro, you can really flex that. He was probably one of the best high school basketball players ever,
By the Huffington
at least
Post.
stat-wise.
Newman's 7th grade season saw him labeled as the most marketed 12-year-old basketball player globally. He finished with impressive averages of 19.8 points, 10.2 assists, and 4.3 rebounds per game.
I greatly appreciate it if you subscribed and like this video so I can know that you enjoy this content and I can keep bringing you stuff like this on a regular basis.
As a 7th grader in 2015, Newman became the youngest player to reach 1,000 career varsity points, and he was certainly living up to the hype. His promising rise continued in 8th grade, where he averaged 23.9 points, 11.4 assists, and 3.6 rebounds, solidifying his status as a high school basketball phenomenon. But the efforts to market Newman's career were criticized by some media outlets, who compared him to a child star. But the efforts were certainly gaining attention, with millions of views on his video.
Alright, whoa, what is that drill? Yo, what is that drill, bro? Yo, your dad got you doing some nut job shit. Yo, stand behind these two cones. I'm gonna need you to in and out dribble both ways. In and out dribble both ways, back and forth. And I'm gonna beam you with these basketballs. And I'm gonna throw these basketballs at you hard as I can, bro. Dodge them shit. It's gonna work on your agility and your hand-eye coordination. Bro, what is
By
that
his sophomore year in high school, Newman had broken the Florida Prep scoring record, accumulating 3,873 total points. For his senior season, he transferred to Prodigy Prep, a new school based in Orlando created by his father, who would coach the basketball team. Newman...
Oh, he on his LeVar Ball shit. This man created a whole league for him. This man moved schools. And I wonder if that's a thing with basketball players. Like, I wonder if there's like a deeper psychology behind that. Like players who grew up with their parents as coaches. Because it's a thing about like, yo, my dad's the coach, I can do no wrong, right? Like there's a mindset and a play style that comes along with that.
Graduated high school in 2020. After a 7-year-long varsity basketball career, he finished with 6,246 total points. This lands him at number 4 overall on the nation's all-time boys leading scorers list. That point total includes Newman's years on varsity from 2013 to 2020. Newman is also the nation's all-time 3-points leader, 1,178, and the nation's all-time assists leader, 2,211.
God damn.
But here's where the tide began to shift for Julian Newman. See, despite the accolades, the hype around him began to wane, with major ranking platforms overlooking him for the class of 2020. While he maintained impressive individual stats in high school, the hype that surrounded him during his earlier years had diminished, and Newman would soon find out that it takes more than just viral YouTube highlights to get into the NBA. As Newman's high school career concluded, college was definitely supposed to be his next chapter, but his dreams of college basketball or making it to the NBA just stopped. I mean, how did a promising talent go under the rug just like that? But here's the thing. The reasons behind his lack of offers and his decision to bypass college for overseas play were clouded.
Yo, was there a game where Julian Newman played LaMelo and LaMelo was like busting their ass and like laughing at that motherfucker? I think there was a little clip at the end right there. That was that game. Yeah, that's fucking
There were
hilarious.
claims by his father that Newman had 15 D1 offers, but Newman himself has described it differently. He also revealed that the boy wanted to play overseas in either Germany, China, Italy, the G League, or Australia, so that he could prepare himself for the NBA draft. But aside from the fact that the plan was for him to skip college, height, shot creation, competition, performance, and attitude emerged as critical.
Why is little Julian swinging at niggas? Why little Julian swinging at niggas, bro? What the hell's going on here? Yeah, don't tell me bro got a little man syndrome, bro. Don't tell me bro got short man complex. This man over there swinging. Niggas holding him back with one hand. Alright, I'm done. I'm just playing.
Factors contributing to his downfall. Standing at 5 feet 5 inches to 5 feet 7 inches tall, you could tell that Newman is a short player and that he would inevitably face challenges due to his height. Critics argued that his stature would make him a target for taller and more physical players, impacting his performance in higher-level competitions. You might point to the fact that he is small as his limitation, but he's also unathletic. We've seen small players like Nate Robinson at 5'9" dunk with ease and block shots with ease. But Newman can't jump like that. Newman's playing style, characterized by contested deep threes and questionable shot selection, drew criticism. Lots of it. He takes the most horrible shots.
So you're the smallest dude on the court, you're not athletic, and your shot selection is terrible. Yeah, that'll do it for colleges, bro. Those are things that they definitely don't want to hear. Ooh.
While he's playing, he ball hogs his way to making these awful contested deep 3-point shots and contested mid-range shots.
Yeah, like those are cool when the clips, and it's cool when you making them. It's like the Trae Young thing, where it's like efficiency. Like, yeah, you gotta make up for what you don't bring on defense, on the offensive end. And that's what Trae Young doing this year, bro. His assists through the roof. He feel more efficient from deep. Better shot selection. You gotta definitely, like, you gotta make up with all these Wemby builds out now, bro. The new patch update of the NBA, all these Wembys and Chets coming out, bro. Yeah, you have to make up for what you don't bring like that on the offensive end.
He plays for the camera, obviously, and never takes any good shots, which puts his team in difficult situations most times. That brand of basketball is nice on the streets, but won't land you anywhere near an actual NBA contract.
Yo, that's what I mean. Yo, that whole sequence that just happened, bro, Buddy didn't even move. Buddy, he just sits there. Look, he's standing still.
The talents are there, no doubt, but his other quote-unquote strength, his dribbling, isn't even a strength. He shows off complex dribble moves, but if you notice, he never creates any...
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. That's what I was getting after, right? Like, all these flashy moves and shit, but he not going nowhere, bro. Literally, the defender on the other play just stood there. It was like, all right, we finna wait till you finish with this nonsense. It was good for the cameras and the clips, but they don't translate at higher levels, I guess.
Base. You could say he's more of a Harlem Globetrotter than an NBA prospect. While he's 5 feet past the three-point line, you'll notice he can't really get by his man with any basic moves when he plays good competition. This is because he's slow and unathletic, as well as having small strides. In college and NBA, the fewer dribbles you take to beat your man, the better player you will be. That's the name of the game in the NBA, with guys like Steph and Kyrie being such great handlers because of the few dribbles they need to catch their man slipping. Newman couldn't even score in high school with simple moves, let alone being able to do it at the collegiate level. He could also struggle to make shots at the rim because of his small height, and he has been shown getting blocked when he goes there. His jump shot is weird. He starts his form from his chest and has questionable release. His dad has stood by him and encouraged him to take these shots, which is not great either. Julian Newman's struggles against top-tier competition.
Yeah, the whole dad coaching thing, bro, is a big deal for me. I don't... There's something about competition, something about, like, fighting for that spot. Like, I remember when I started playing basketball, I was backup point guard. I came in for defense and passing. And bringing the ball up, running our sets. And, over time, you know... Like, hey, I want to fucking play, bro, so I'm about to get better. And all that work you put in, bro. There's something about that grind of, like, fighting for your spot, earning your spot, hard work you put in. When your dad coaching the team, bro, and every plays for you, there's a little bit of a psyche difference in those kind of players.
And raised doubts about his readiness for the next level. If you saw the game against IMG Academy, he was shut down even when IMG weren't even giving it their all. Not to mention that his team looked levels better when Newman was off the court versus when he was on it. The same happened against Spire. Julian Newman got owned by LaMelo Ball, and he wasn't even trying. He didn't even consider him a threat, and Ball was just laughing all through the game.
Yeah, I remember
Against
that game.
top competition, Newman didn't perform to standard. And if you can't perform at high school, there's no way you're getting a shot in the NBA. There's also the issue of Newman's on-court antics, including starting fights and creating drama, reflected negatively on his character. Coaches, players, and analysts called him out for it. In high school, more storylines started to prevail about his shady attitude. Remember when he threw a chair at a player during the IMG game?
A major brawl broke out afterwards between little Julian and the IMG Giants. From what we can see, iPhones were flapping about everywhere, and we even saw Julian pick up and chuck a chair at one of IMG's players.
Alright, bro. Yeah, you're crazy. You're wild. Julian, you could not be throwing chairs at niggas, bro. Sound like you got that little man syndrome, bro. You just want to fight when you get blocked and fouled and shit. Niggas want to fight.
Or when he got in a fight in practice? I mean, Julian acts like he's the top dog when in reality he's not. His attitude alone would scare away college scouts and potential suitors. As of now, Julian Newman resides in Las Vegas, away from the basketball spotlight. Despite a lack of recent competitive play, he remains active on social media, teasing the launch of a YouTube channel and a one-on-one show titled Beat Julian Newman. Mark Cuban's offer for a shot.
Yeah, bro, but Julian Newman's doing good though. He's still on the internet. I think I seen I watched a video of Flight, him and Flight playing basketball the other day. I think they 1v1, and I think he beat Flight, but Julian's definitely no scrub. Flight reacts. It's dog. Well, Julian still hoops, man. He's still doing his thing on the internet. He's still around. Shout out Julian Newman.
In the G League remains a potential opportunity for Newman to revive his basketball aspirations. While his path to professional basketball remains uncertain, Newman expresses a determination.
So there you have it. That's what happened to Julian Newman. I wouldn't say a sad story. He's still famous. He's still rich, got money. He's doing good. He's living in Vegas, doing his thing. A little sad to see that he didn't live up to his full potential. But Julian Newman isn't the only player who hasn't lived up to their potential. I went over 5 players in the NBA who are slacking, not living up to the hype. And I'll leave that video for you.